Hello everybody, thank you so much for visiting Riders United YouTube channel. In today's episode I would like to talk to you about the rain gear that I have on myself, and this is the piece of the gear that I feel that is really helpful for a lot of motorcycle riders. So if you would like to make a really smart choice and choose the rain gear that have all the features that are important, please stick around and I will show you what I got, and here we go. I really feel that having the proper rain gear is a great addition to any arsenal of the motorcycle rider. In case I'm traveling for really far distance or I go for the trip for a few days, I will have to say the rain gear is definitely the piece that I always try to take with me, and I will pack it like in the place that is really accessible, and I always use it. I mean, I have to say for any longer trips than 1 or 2 days, I always find myself in the situation that I would like to prevent myself from being wet, because I experienced it like few times and it was just horrible feeling. So after all these experiences and sitting under the bridge for an hour or two one time, I decided that it's finally the time to buy a really good piece of the rain gear that will allow me to get home safely and also dry. And I have to say I definitely don't regret it, and for many years I was thinking that I can do without it, but yes, it proven to be wrong, and I have to say I always try to take the rain gear with me on these longer trips. I thought that Harley really provided good value for the money, and I definitely decided to stick with Harley-Davidson, especially that I have this piece of the rain gear before and it proven to be really effective. Unfortunately, what I didn't know at the time, that you shouldn't really wash this rain gear, and unfortunately I put it into the washer and I wash it, not realizing that there is a special coating on this piece of gear that will prevent water to penetrate through the material, and I actually ruined my piece of the rain gear that I have before. So I was forced to buy the new one, and since I have like such a good experience with the previous one, I decided to go with the same manufacturer, and I have to say I'm really happy with my choice. So let me show you few features of this rain gear that I felt were really important for me, and I truly believe that they are critical for a piece of the gear that anybody will be considering for buying for their longer trips. So let me start with the upper part of the jacket. You have this really nice hood that will help you protect your head from rain, and you can actually put it under the helmet. So it's a really nice thin layer that will provide some additional protection, and you can roll it down and put it inside of the collar in here. And you also have this adjustment of the collar that will allow you to provide a little bit better seal next to around your neck. And as you can see, you have also Velcro on both sides that will help you to close the jacket properly. Beside the regular zipper, you will have this extra protection from these pieces of the jacket to not allow water to penetrate inside of the jacket. What I really like about this specific rain gear, that you have this membrane in here that help you breathe. And as you probably suspect, if you put this piece of gear on yourself, you can get really sweaty really quickly, because for many of those there is no breathable membrane that will provide the airflow. So this one really have this nice membrane, and I really like the fact that you have these reflective pieces of material on both sides of the jacket. You obviously have like logo in here. For $200, yeah, they will give you logo for extra 100, I guess. And looking at the sleeve, you have adjustment in here, so you have this nice rubber piece in here, but in case your hand is a little bit smaller, you can still adjust it. So I found this to be really helpful, especially when you are riding for a long period of time. Sometimes the water will try to get through your sleeves, so this rain gear will actually help you to prevent that. And going down on this jacket, you will notice that you have this pockets, and as you can see, you have a Velcro and also a zipper, so it's kind of like double protection. And on the opposite side, you can see that this pocket is completely waterproof, and it's kind of piece of like a thick plastic in here. So I have to say, I was carrying some of the items in the pockets. I never have any issues with this allowing the water to go through. So that was really helpful. And on the bottom, similar to your collar, you will have this adjustment that will allow you to kind of regulate how tight the bottom of this jacket have to be in order to protect the water penetrating under the jacket. I really like the fact that they have this nice pull tab in here, so when you are wearing the jacket, it's really easy to open it up. So this is really helpful. And let me just flip it on the opposite side. So you have this huge reflective logo in here, and I mean, obviously a really nice orange material that will help you to be visible during those rides. And you have additional reflective materials on the sleeves, so this is really helpful. So let's talk really quickly about the pants. I really like the fact that the Harley-Davidson include the suspenders with this pants. It's super helpful. I have to say, this is one of my favorite features for this specific rain gear. It allows you to have everything nice and tight under the jacket, and everything stays in place. What is really cool, that you can actually remove the suspenders in case you prefer not to have it. And again, in here you will have this nice mesh liner underneath that will provide the additional airflow, and you have this stretchy material here with the rubber to make sure that everything is really nice and tight. And just going a little bit lower on the pants, you will have this really nice pocket on the outside, and I have to say, I actually use this pocket the most. What I really like about this pants is the fact that Harley include this really long zipper on the side of your pants in here, which will allow you to put this rain gear really easily on the side of the road. As you can see, the leg of this pants will kind of open up quite a bit, so you can put like really big boots through it. And yeah, after that you can just like close it, and it will provide nice protection. You have this velcros again to kind of like tie everything together, and you have the adjustment on the bottom as well, so you can close this leg depending on the side of your boot in here. And this is really helpful. They include this piece of the rubber in here, so you actually will put this underneath your boot in order to make sure that everything is nice and tight. So this is the front of the pants. And another important feature I would like to mention is this heat shield, which this was definitely the part that I was personally looking for. As you can see on the internal part of the leg of the pants, you have this additional material in here, and in case you will touch this to your hot exhaust, it will not melt. And that was one of the features that I was really looking for the rain gear when I was searching for purchase of this. And not all the manufacturers have it, and some of these cheaper rain gears actually didn't have it, and that was definitely a big deal for me, because what I noticed in the past, I will definitely touch my leg on the hot exhaust during those rides. So this is really a really helpful feature that I will highly recommend that you pay attention before you spend your money. And just going on the opposite side of the pants, so this is the back, and you will notice this really nice insert like under your butt. So this is additional material, and I have to say it's really helpful to have that, just to make sure you have this additional protection underneath. And what is really nice about this specific rain gear from Harley-Davidson is the fact that they really close up all the seams on the side. So there is additional piece of rubber underneath that is providing additional protection from water getting in. So yeah, basically this is quick features of this pants. I have to say, I really feel that this rain gear is definitely worth it. It's definitely not the cheap rain gear, but I feel that it's definitely worth it just for this extra feature that I was looking for. And as I mentioned, this is something that fits me really well. I'm about 5 feet and 10 inches. This is the size large. So just to give you some kind of reference for the size of this, and I will have to say is really true to the size. If you are wearing Harley-Davidson jacket size L, that will be probably appropriate to search for this rain gear in size L. And yes, I'm really happy. This is another reflective piece of Harley-Davidson logo for this extra $100. Yes, they do those things. So I have to say, expensive, but really worth it. I really hope that when you are purchasing your rain gear, those are the features that you should probably pay attention to. It really helped me out. I'm really satisfied with this piece of the gear. So hopefully you will find some value with this video. So if you purchase this rain gear, you will get this really nice bag that will allow you to put the whole rain gear inside of it. And it's packed in a really nice compact way to save some space on the bike. And obviously you will receive some additional information about the rain gear and the feature of it. So in here they are talking about the fully sealed seams, helmet friendly hood, adjustable leg opening, heat resistant shield on the inner leg. Material is waterproof and breathable. And you have some of the Scotch-Lite reflective material from 3M, which is a really highly regarded company manufacturing those kind of product. And there is high visibility material, so the colors of this rain gear play a really important role. You want to have something really nice and bright that is visible and packable, like compact storage. And yes, this is waterproof, obviously. And yeah, this is what it is. And as you can see, I pay about $185, which I believe is not like the cheapest option, but at the same time, I have to say I'm really happy about this. So yeah, I just shell some extra money to get the product that I really like. So I really hope that you enjoyed this short episode, and I really hope I was able to bring some value to your considerations for buying the rain gear. And as always, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. You have the subscription button on the right corner of your screen. So please like and subscribe and hit the bell icon just so you can get notifications when I release those weekly videos. And you can also find me on the different social platforms like Facebook. I have the group called the Riders United Motorcycle Group. You can find me on the Instagram, TikTok, and lately on Twitter as well. So as always, I would like to appreciate the time that you spend with me watching this episode, and thank you so much for your attention, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.